Hello and welcome to Attention Central Texas. I'm Angela Galbraith, your host, and today we have with us in the studio the lovely Andrea Womack.
Oh, thank you.
And you are the area director for Christian FCA, Christian Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
Yes.
Get it right, Angela. So tell me a little bit about that organization.
Oh, I'm so excited to be a part, and thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely.
FCA was founded in 1954 under the premise that Don McLaren he saw that athletes were endorsing cigarettes and alcohol, and he said, well, why can we not endorse Jesus Christ? And so that birthed in Estes Park, Colorado, that also birthed the first camp. We also had an opportunity in a couple years that Jackie Robinson was invited, so breaking color barriers, because in athletics, it's team. It can be individual, but it's really team.
Teamwork.
And so we can literally break down barriers that in other areas that it cannot be. And so the greatest part of being with FCA, it has grown. We just celebrated our 70th year.
70th?
70th year.
70 years old. Wow.
Yes, and so we are also in 115 countries. Okay. So we went international about 15 years ago. So that was absolutely exciting. For us, locally, what does that mean? It means that as the area director, I get to develop this area, our Killeen, Copperas Cove, up to Lampasas, Fort Cavazos, everything north of Nullville is an area that I oversee. That's very large, since especially Killeen ISD is the largest school district in Central Texas. That allows great opportunity. At this particular time, I'm mostly campus driven, but I am not limited to the local campus. So the desire is to get into club sports, little league sports, community sports, anything, and that includes hunting, that includes motorcycling, any of those things. Oh, wow. But we don't want to bite off more than we can do. This elephant is huge. Yes. And so I'm taking little bites. And so right now the biggest focus has been campus ministry. And what that allows us to do is, so as I'm sharing earlier, these
are the huddles.
I get to have host huddles. And so it means, because of the law of equal access, we get an opportunity to be in those schools. And
wonderful.
The school has to register FCA as a club. And so then on Mondays, Chaparral High School, led by an incredible coach, he is doing Bible study. But guess what?
What?
It's led by students.
Awesome. I was going to ask that.
Students are discipling. So the coach disciples those few leaders, and then those students disciple their peers. They're leading their peers. It's just such a beautiful thing. And I tell people, when I walk out of the office from a school after I sign back out, and I'm floating. I'm floating to my car, because I'm like, God, I get to do this? Yes. And so it is really exciting. And so I mentioned just one of our schools, Chaparral, but Harker Heights High School does theirs on Wednesday during lunchtime, A and B lunch. We have Shoemaker that does theirs during B lunch. We have we also have the morning. We had over 150 students in the weight room. And let me help
150 students.
Let me help you see that we
God.
had about 10 give their lives to Christ for the first time in the weight room. Wow. And 15 or more, because I literally, I promise you, I was counting, and I had a team with me, and the count was so great, that rededicated their lives to Christ in the weight room.
Wow, how awesome is that? And, how awesome is that? If you can't get them to the church, take the church to them.
Yes.
So you have kids giving their lives to Christ in the weight room.
or at lunchtime.
Lunchtime. Wonderful.
Here's the desire, is to partner with churches, because I need to send them somewhere. We talked about baptism. We talked about all of those things that need to happen in the discipleship process. I am not the stopgap. And so the partnership with the community. And so that's what this pickleball fundraiser is all about. It is about getting our community to understand that we're here. We are vibrant. God is doing a work. And we need need people, and we need the support of the community to make this happen.
Awesome, awesome. I love the idea that you guys are continuing to break barriers. All sorts of sports. Yes. Bring me the sport and we're there.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's wonderful. So this pickleball fundraiser, first of all, what is pickleball?
It is, oh my goodness. So I had an opportunity to play on Friday, and I absolutely love it. So pickleball breaks barriers. So pickleball is, you would describe it, a lot of people think of tennis and ping pong mixture. One of the pickleball pros, one of the things he just said, he said, imagine standing on top of a ping pong table.
Okay.
So it has a paddle that's pretty thick, but it's short, so it's not as long as a tennis racket.
Okay.
But you play on a court that is a little bit smaller than a tennis court.
Okay.
But there are rules, and you underhand on this way, but it is back and forth, but you don't have to be so athletic. So it actually started generationally, like with 60, 70-year-olds playing for the last 20 years. Okay. So now millennials and younger people are beginning to play, and so now it's taken off. Okay. And so, yeah, in the past we've done a clay shoot, and it's been great. But this is a great opportunity where we could get people in of all ages. We could break glass ceilings. We don't have to be this demographic or this, in this income bracket. It's just a great opportunity to bring something different. And the desire is to bring the community together, just as you said. Yes. It really is. People are like, well, what is pickleball? Come on out. And so
find out.
Well, it is fun. The first time you play, you're just like, oh my gosh, it's very addicting. Okay. And so I was just speaking with someone this morning. I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna go to paddle. And so I had such a great time with the Pickleball Pro. And then I personally will be taking the clinic and to learn more about it. And so the first day, there's an opportunity on April 12th, opportunity for a clinic. So you can pay for the clinic, learn how. There's a 2-day clinic. If you do the 2-day clinic, then you also get to be in the scramble, which is a tournament. It's called a scramble. Okay. And a scramble on Sunday. So it's a 3-day event. Yeah.
April 12th through the 14th.
Yes, and that Sunday is after church hours. Okay. So we're intentional with that.
Yes,
we obviously want families, and we want people, and kids can play, and adults can play, and so it is a great opportunity. At this time, the cost is $50 to play per day if you play. You don't have to do all 3 days, but just know, we actually lowered it because it's usually a little bit more expensive, but we wanted our community to be involved, and we're looking at, some early bird things that we'll be posting out. But one of the greatest things that we could do is just know that those funds, I do not allow a student to walk out who asks me for a Bible. They get a Bible. Okay. And we give them an athletic Bible. It's a Bible that they have devotionals for athletes that they can read. It's not just simply, here, let me hand you a Bible. This is one that is a full Bible. Don't misunderstand that. But it's geared towards things that athletes would focus on. So in the margins. So there's some devotional opportunities for them. Like I said, there's opportunities, certain reading passages that may be something that a student would be dealing with. And so I give Bibles. As I told you, we're at A and B lunches. We feed them.
Oh, okay.
We feed them because of the
lunchtime.
Because the lunch period is so short.
It is.
If we waited until they went through the lunch line, we'd have 5 or 10 minutes with them. Whereas we have a full lunch period, and they come into a classroom, they're getting physically fed and spiritually fed at the same time.
Wonderful.
It is absolutely fantastic.
Wonderful.
Fantastic. And so some of our churches are partnering with us, and we have had some very great success with our churches partnering, but that also costs. All of those things, there's most of you who know ministry, nothing is free.
Nothing is free.
But God always provides.
Except salvation, but Jesus paid that price.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And I stand in agreement with that, absolutely. But the Lord has been so good. He has provided.
Amen.
He's provided for Fellowship of Christian Athletes in this area. But I also refuse to believe the narrative that you cannot be supported, funded, in this area. And so my heart is
we dispel that. We cast that down. Yes.
Yep. In Jesus' name. And so I'm very grateful to be in the community. I'm very grateful to be a part of Fellowship of Christian Athletes. I'm also grateful for our church partners and our community partners, because let's work together.
Yes, yes.
We have the same goal. That we fill the kingdom.
Right.
That is
different
the same
paths
goal.
to get there, but the same goal.
The same goal. So we're not in competition with anyone.
Oh, no, never.
Any ministry that would like to come out, play pickleball, any organizations, any women's group, any men's groups, come on out, have a good time. We'll also have some prizes and door prizes and just raffle prizes and just fun opportunities to raise money, but also come talk, because guess what? It is the week after the eclipse. People will be in town.
Yes.
How many people don't know Jesus?
Right.
If you come out, hang out with us on the pickleball court, you may get an opportunity to minister to someone that you would never have an opportunity to. You know, as we are in the schools, one of the things I remind people, here's the deal. The most influential people in the school, the coach and the athlete in most times.
Yes.
So if you're ministering to the most influential, do you think there'll be opportunities for Jesus to be made known to more and more people because you're ministering to those people? And so we're not limited. I have the best time with the people in the office. I have the best time with people all throughout the school. But our focus is the athlete, so because they're the most influential. And Billy Graham once said that a coach will see more students and athletes in 1 year than most of us in our entire lifetime.
Wow.
And so why not influence them, and why not change our community by influencing them now?
Okay, yeah. So where's the event it's going to be held?
So our pickleball tournament is held at the Harker Heights Athletic Club, and it is located right off of Nola Roof Road. And one of the greatest things about that is they are really doing a lot of the legwork for us. So they are blessing. They have they really love Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and so they are very supportive. And so they also have tennis courts and swimming pool or any of those things. And it used to be the Old Country Club, and now it's called the Heights Athletic Club. And so it is located in Harker Heights, so it is local. And we want people from Waco to Austin to Dallas and all to come on into our community. Yes, absolutely.
And so what time does the tournament begin? So April 12th through the 14th in Harker Heights, yes,
at 5 p.m.
Okay, 5 p.m.
5 p.m. on Friday, and then we'll have 2 different sessions on Saturday as early as 9, and then later in the evening, but they'll all be done by 7, and then again at 2 on Sunday.
All right, awesome. Sounds like it is going to be a wonderful time, a time of fellowship and bonding and family and just all sorts of goodness. So I would just want to wish you Godspeed on this event, and I pray that the Lord will open doors and give you the funding that you need. Too much overflow, more than enough. And I want to thank you, our viewing audience. Tune in next time to see what's going on right here in our local area. Be blessed.